So you said you went to a physical altercation with a guy and had a spiritual awakening from it. Can you tell us what led up to it, how it
Hell
went
yeah.
down, and what happened?
Well, you know how to. So, man, look, when you in this bitch in prison, bro, there's always politics behind everything. When you wake up, no matter who you is, there's some type of politics attached to everything you do. It's politics attached to the fucking phone. But yeah, guy, man, he ran up a little crazy ass debt. You know how that shit be working. Motherfucker run up a debt, and in his mind, it made sense to have one of his homies come, get on one of my homies' ass, so he wouldn't have to handle his debt. And he thought, oh, dog gone, he's no longer out here. Basically, debt canceled, debt voided. And not only was it a coward move, you know what I'm saying? It pissed me off to the utmost. This motherfucker, he done cast a stone. He done try to pop my little homie. This is one of my homies from my way, one of my neighborhood I came up with for real. You feel me? And he was a rooster. He was on point. You know what I'm saying? He pushed the peas, like for real, for real. So I took that shit dear to my heart. So I came out and I was political about it. I had a conversation with him. I didn't have to do that. I had a conversation. Look, dude, what the fuck is this situation? I know your little man, that's your little man's. What happened with that? He tried to give me this little runaround. He like, no, I think they had some type of problem, some static already. You know how motherfucking crackheads be and shit. So truth always prevails, man. That shit ended up coming out. Everybody that he was trying to pay to harbor his secret, the motherfuckers on the compound, what he don't, the respect be so out far, motherfuckers pulled him straight up. His own brother, his own people really served him the plate. They came and told me like, man, look, man, I know how you is, bro. I don't want it to go where it go. But my brother man did this. So when he get presented to me, I ain't gonna lie, this is my high-headed stage. Man, it's like 2020, pandemic going on, motherfuckers dropping left from right. I'm in this bitch doing 1.5 million years. You know what I'm saying? The tunnel don't look like it got no light at the end of it for real, man. So really, everybody I was going at in this bitch. It wasn't just this dude in particular. Everybody I went at in this bitch. My intentions was like, man, I'm finna take this. I'm finna neutralize this motherfucker. I'm finna put it on you. Whether it was a knife, rock, blade, whatever the fuck. It was for sure a weapon. Definitely used a weapon. It was fucking them up. Like, grand, bro. And my really like I had the heart like, damn, do these motherfuckers not understand? Like, I'm really trying to get the fuck out of here, but you constantly trying me. But when I went through this shit, I stabbed this nigga, man. I fucked him up so bad. I stabbed him like 40-something times. And when I'm sitting in the home and the COs was coming to my fucking room every fucking day, like, man, that guy might not make it. He might not make it. And in the beginning, you'd be like, yeah, I hope he don't. That was the plan for the bitch not to make it. But as the time was progressing and I'm sitting in that bitch, I'm talking about it wasn't even months. It was really days on end that it clicked for me. I'm like, I'm in there, then it was the shit. Matter of fact, that shit was all on CNN, M Live, what type of shit, man. They try to, they dressed it up on the news like, oh, it was a gang fight, it was a race fight. They try to say it was blacks on the Latinos and shit. Then they try to associate him with the Latin Kings, associated me with Fight Bloods. They like, oh, this was gang related. Any way that they can try to neutralize it or try to make it seem like it really wasn't that serious, because one of the little homies had got shot. They shot the little homies from the tower. You probably even heard of it. I think you had one home by that time. But yeah, they had shot one of the homies from the gun tower and shit. Shot him with the rifle. And he had a green light to kill him. And while we sitting in there and he's going through all these fucking surgeries, they got me at a non-lay-down prison. I did 7 fucking months in that hole, man. And while I'm sitting in that hole, I'm sitting in this bitch and listening. It was about 60 of us all together, 60 of us. It was about 60 of us all together. Man, they was on some house shit. They tried to say all the Bloods and the GDs, we came together and moved all the Kings off the yard. But it was really just because nobody wouldn't have a conversation about what was going on, which is a rarity. Motherfucker be quick to spill the beans. Yeah, but because we wouldn't go out that bitch and explain what it was about and what it was behind, they just drew up their arms closed and shit. And I sat up in that bitch and it came to me probably like in month 2. I'm sitting up in that bitch and I'm just listening to the people that I'm sitting in here with. Like, these are reflections of me, bro. These are little mini-me's. Technically, because we all in the same fucking predicament. We all facing the same conditions. We all want right now, right? Don't we all wear fucking blue and orange? They got all of us dressed like some fucking Hoovers in this bitch. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck am I finna do, bro, to really get me out this bitch? My brother had just got shot up. I'm paying attention to motherfuckers dying on the news left and right. Ain't getting no motion with the courts. Ain't really even paying attention to no motion. no motion in the courts. Ain't doing no mental development for real, realistically. A nigga just living his life in his bitch day to day. And about 4-5 months in and shit, I had told myself, like, yeah, I'd never go back to that shit. I'd never let another motherfucker lead to my be the fucking the counter for my downfall. You feel me? Like a lot of times, nigga, when you in this bitch, you be in shit, it don't even be your fucking problem. The shit just come fall on your lap, and when it fall on your lap, it's gonna fall on your lap by association. So those first 7 years of my bit, unbeknownst to me, nigga, I was trying to fucking dissociate with being a rooster, dissociate with being Pyru. Not being Pyru in general, meaning I didn't love it, but I didn't love with the niggas in prison of Michigan. Fuck the prison. The Michigan Department. I ain't like what they had this shit plasterized to be. I had to come in here and fuck up the same people supposed to be my people. I'm in here having to fuck you up because y'all really just false flag.
But let me ask you this, because that lead me to a question that a lot of people wonder. Somebody actually inboxed me this and asked me to do a video on it. Why do Bloods beef with Bloods so much? They kind of call y'all like the Crips in LA. No disrespect, but that's what they say. Y'all like the Crips in LA. Y'all just basically in that barrel pulling each other down. Like, why does this go on so much?
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, it's really in the state of Michigan that shit happens so much because a lot of the motherfuckers who got put on were started proclaiming to be a blood. And these motherfuckers was chasing the image. They was chasing Lil Wayne. They was chasing Waka Flocka and the fucking Gucci mans out there. They wasn't really standing on this shit. Ain't none of these motherfuckers really aligned with those neighborhoods. You ain't never been. How the fuck you if for me, when you got that brand, you couldn't align with that brand if you wasn't directly associated. Miss me with a third or fourth party fucking quote. That don't mean nothing to them. They ain't trying to hear that. And a lot of the dudes that it's blood on blood because you got a bunch of motherfuckers who proclaiming to be leaders, but all they do is just a bunch of deceptive households. So if you got different sets, different subsets, meaning different sections, you got different leaders out these groups and shit, niggas ain't trying to be one-minded because if you was one-minded, y'all be pushing one blood, right?
Yeah.
You would have the same agenda. You would be working towards the same agenda. That's what One Blood was. One Blood was everybody is. We gonna make whatever this is the community. We gonna make this community our focal point. Our focal point, basically, our job is to our job is to go out, create, and design around this neighborhood and uplift this bitch. Do something with it. Create some resources or bring some resources to it. Rather we start a nonprofit and fucking buy the land and start building a fucking garden out this bitch and passing out the fruits and vegetables to the neighborhood that we grew that bitch in or whatever. Like, that's what it was about. So when you don't have those base people doing what the base was, man, look, let me tell you something about Blood and Crippin', man. They got more organized and more structured than the fucking GDs and BeyFoe got in Chicago. And I'm telling you, because I've been on both territories. I've been in both lands. Them niggas in Chicago gangbang more than niggas in fucking LA.
Yeah, I mean, starting in Chicago.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's worse. Like how people get the stigma, like, well, Bloods and Crips, man, it's really fine out there. You definitely get more color on color than you do people versus, tribe versus tribe. Yeah, but that's what happens when you got leaders who can't become one-minded and they can't agree on something. You can't agree. Sometimes you don't agree on land. Sometimes you don't agree on finance. Hell, sometimes you might not agree on drugs. Whatever it is, it stems from a disagreement. And a lot of times, like with Michigan, it's so, like I said, how you ask it so much, like blood on blood, it's so fucked up like that because ain't none of these motherfuckers been outside of Michigan. This shit all they know. Motherfucker like me, I done been on the land of Georgia. Georgia was gangbang the fuck out. Been on a stumping in Georgia, stumping in Tennessee, stumping in Florida, been in Cali, been in Texas. I've been around young, but I witnessed it. Even if it was just going for 3 weeks. Experiencing that shit, it did stuff for you. Because then I done came in here and I saw all these niggas who was really falsifying documentation, falsifying the format and the understanding of what they came, or they really just didn't have understanding of what it was that they came for. Being a blood, you're supposed to do something for your people. Blood light. That's where bloods came from.
Bro, we got a live going on, right? Some people tapped in with some questions.
Yeah.
I want to ask you real quick. Were you ever a vice lord?
No, hell no.
Say it again.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Hey, go get Don.
Hey, look, y'all. I need you to listen up real quick. If your credit not good, you don't have all the money just to go out flat out buy a car, but you have a down payment, I want you to listen to this. She can get you approved. As long as you have a social security or an ITIN number, she can finance a vehicle for you. And as long as you are working, making at least $1,200 a month, that's just $600 every 2 weeks. You can get finance. You have to have an ID, driver's license, or passport. Basic requirements. Listen, basic requirements. ID, driver's license, or passport. Two most recent W-2 pay stubs, if they W-2, right? Self-employment 1099, you will need 3 months of bank statements showing the deposits, Cash App, Chime. Also work with this if you don't have a regular bank. If you receive a fixed income like SSI or a pension, I need an award letter or, again, 3 months of bank statements showing deposits. You do not need a license to finance a vehicle. Just want to drive a vehicle. You dig what I'm talking about? Yes, it's basically the main things for people who want a vehicle. Get on deck with this. I got the information right here. Tell them Pay Tupac TV sent you, and they're going to rush you through.
You're not a hustler, you keep getting in front of you just can't flip it. You ain't really got it, you P. Diddy, you be remixing. Oh, where you just got a new Glock? That's a free biscuit. Petty Tupac know what's up, he know on the mill tick.